Energy giant Shell is now the first supplier of sustainable aviation fuel in Singapore. It plans to blend the fuel at its aviation hub here. The company is among those contributing to the aviation industry's green pivot, which was on display at Singapore Airshow. Michelle Teo reports.
Singapore Airlines Engineering Company and the Republic of Singapore Air Force are among Shell's first customers here. But while others around the world look to follow suit, there remains a bigger global supply issue. Current producers can only provide 0.1% of all aviation consumption, and so SAF comes at a premium, as much as 8 times more expensive than conventional jet fuel.
We need more demand signals from airlines, from B2B customers to signal that demand to the producers, and then the producers in turn will ramp up the production and with economies of scale bring down the cost of SAF closer to that of conventional jet fuel.
Shell says it plans to produce SAF here by building a facility. It hopes to produce 2 million tonnes a year globally by 2025.
Oil companies in Singapore have been ramping up production of sustainable aviation fuels here. So, for example, Neste will start producing SAF in Singapore by 2023. ExxonMobil is also supplying blended SAF to Singapore Airlines. They're part of a list of global energy firms that are paying more attention to sustainable aviation fuels because of higher demand from airlines and air forces looking to reduce carbon emissions.
Such a philosophy is also spawning new technologies. Take this engine made by ST Engineering, for example. It's lighter and more aerodynamic than conventional ones because of its outer covering or nacelle. That means less fuel is needed to fly the plane. Other technologies include hybrid jet engines, which use fuel and an electric battery.
A future state engine will be electromechanical. A sufficient combination of both advanced electric technologies and the game-changing conventional gas turbine engines that we're used to. There's sufficient runway out the next 2, 3, 4 decades for gas turbine engines. Electrification will just make them operate better, more efficiently, which will substantially reduce the fuel and ultimately the emissions that these engines produce.
Such systems are currently being trialled overseas and could be deployed in Canada in as soon as 2 years.